today. The list of kind words goes on, and today we are joined by his friend and former co-star, actor Daryl Hammond. Hi, Daryl. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey there. Good morning. How are you?
Okay. Well, Daryl, you took to Twitter in the wake of this news, writing, "R.I.P. my dazzling friend. There was no one funnier than Norm. Hardest I ever laughed was with him. I will miss you and your friendship." So many people are talking about him and his work in the industry, but you actually knew him personally. So can you tell us just a bit of what it was like being his friend?
Yeah, you didn't think of it like at the time as like it was like anything special because he was such a no frills kind of a guy. I mean, he wasn't he wasn't seeking fame and he wasn't seeking fortune or power. He just was living his life trying to be funny. And it seemed so unremarkable at the time. You know, it was just Norm being funny and being him, which was thought is formed on the way out. And you just say exactly what you think immediately. And sometimes it lands with favor and sometimes it doesn't, you know?
Yeah. Take me into one of your biggest belly laughs with Norm.
Yes.
If you can.
I mean, the thing is that I know him. I can think of some professional stuff that was really funny, but, you know, personal stuff and people that were in his life probably is some of those stories I shouldn't tell because it involves other famous people. But,
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay, take me to a professional one then. What was one of your favorite on-camera Norm moments?
Well, my favorite on-camera Norm moment was when he was doing Burt Reynolds, you know, in Celebrity Jeopardy and refused to answer to that name when Alex Trebek referred to him because he had changed his name to Turd Ferguson. Burt Reynolds.
That's not my name.
Okay. Turd Ferguson. He wore that giant hat.
Yeah, what do you want?
I'll put that up there with my favorite moments ever. Out on stage, you know, on stage at SNL.
Hilarious.
I'll put that up there with the cowbell sketch. It was hard to stand next to him and not just become an audience member, you know? That was sort of the way he was. You didn't want to be in the sketch anymore. You wanted to watch the sketch. You wanted to watch him do his thing, you know?
Yeah, a lot of people having to deal with breaking during that sketch.
Yeah. Yeah, he really tried hard not to break. And I just wished I could walk off to the left about 10 or 20 feet and stand there with everyone else on the floor, people standing around. I wanted to join them and just watch Turd Ferguson do his thing.
Oh, man. And what was he like? Just, you know, coming into set, like, just take me into his personality a little bit off camera.
Super low key. He would be over talking to the key grip or talking to the nurses. He was always talking. He was very interested in people. And he was very curious about people and very engaged with everyone from techies and camera operators. Oh, and then Elle McPherson walks by and he says hi to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, he was utterly himself and he didn't know how to be other than that.
Sean Connery has set a new Jeopardy record with negative $230,000.
You think you're pretty smart, don't you, Trebek? What with your dago mustache and your greasy hair?
Look, what did I just say about ethnic slurs? And finally, back again, Burt Reynolds in a commanding lead with $14.
Hey, check out the podium. Look at this.
Mr. Reynolds has apparently changed his name to Turd Ferguson.
Yeah, that's right. Turd Ferguson. It's a funny name.
Great. Mr. Reynolds, it's still your board.
Yeah, well, why don't you give me 8 tit for 200?
It's not 8 tit. It's a petite never mind.
Yeah, I'll take the condom thing for 8,000.
That's condiments. For 400. This condiment is made from mustard seed. This is the sound a doggy makes. Mr. Connery.
Moo.
No.
Well, that's the sound your mother made last night.
Burt Reynolds.
That's not my name.
Okay. Turd Ferguson.
Yeah, what do you want?
You buzzed in.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, well, that's your opinion.
Mr. Reynolds, what are you doing?
Yeah, I found this backstage, oversized hat. It's funny.
No, it's not.
Sure it is. It's funny. It's funny because it's bigger than a normal hat.
I see that. Get back to your podium. Yeah, I see it. Go back to your podium. It's not funny. Suck it, Trebek. That's all the time we have. Good night. Would you get that off me?
Daryl, not many people knew about Norm's battle with cancer. Did the news of his death come as a shock to you as well?
Yeah. I was still seeing his name on billboards and stuff and seeing his name online. And I was even talking with him not so very long ago about doing my podcast. And I never really pursued it aggressively because it didn't seem right to have like a friend on the podcast, like someone that you hung out with and knew in a different context.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like I would just like to stay friends.
Wow, and it sounds like he was himself to the end. Can you just take me, you mentioned it, but can you take me into a little bit of when you last got to talk to him and just kind of spend some time, even if it was just on the phone?
I think the last time I spoke with him at real length, like, the in-depth kind of conversation you would want to have with somebody, was after he took over as Colonel Sanders, which was a huge, it sounds paltry now, but it was a big job. And I loved it. And KFC replaced me with him. And so the interesting part about him was he should have been on this big victory lap.
Yeah.
Incredibly great job. And he was going on the air and talking to people like that the KFC should have replaced me because I was the best one. He was more concerned. You can't fake that. Like, concern for your brother or, more than yourself. You can't fake that stuff. He was saying that to them, and everyone was like, yeah, I got to take the job. It's a great job. And he was better. And,
Wow.
Right? Like, he's like,
that's great.
Yeah, it's like, I kind of feel bad about it because he's much better at this than me. And none of this makes any sense to me at all. And the truth is, he was a great Colonel Sanders. And as I knew he would be, he was really fun to watch.
Well, it sounds like any character he stepped into, he owned it.
He was bringing the electricity, yeah.
Howdy, folks. It's me, Colonel Sanders. I've been going for a while, and boy, howdy, have things changed. Nowadays, you got your International Space Station, your double-sided tape, your cargo pants. You seen these pants? That's too many pockets. But what you don't always seem to have these days is my Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, I'm here to change that, folks. I'm here to make sure my chicken's still as tasty and delicious as it ever was. I'm Colonel Sanders. And I'm back, America. I'm back, America! It's still finger-licking good.
Here are some slides for my research trip down to Nashville. Now, here I am at the airport. Here I am trying classic Nashville hot chicken with its spicy, smoky flavor. Here I am thinking, man, this would be great with my crispy hand-prepared chicken. Here I am writing down the recipe. And here I am with KFC's new Nashville hot chicken, straight from Nashville for a limited time only. There you go. It's finger-licking good.